Hey, welcome. This is Rachael Plaine, and we are here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness for our moderate flow yoga class. It's 9 o'clock on Friday, July 20th. We're going to get going in just a moment. You don't need anything special. Blocks, if you have them, grab them, but you don't need any other props today. And we'll go through like an intermediate style flow this morning. So we're going to hit some Sun Salutations, Surya Namaskar A, Surya Namaskar B, some different kind of flows and traditional Sun Salutations, and then we'll weave in some other standing postures today. We may do some work. I'm thinking we might try to throw in like a basic arm balance prep for those of you that want to try that out. And we'll just get a nice full body practice and have plenty of time to relax at the end. And in the beginning, plenty of time to set up with a nice centering, meditation, and warm up. So you can come take a comfortable seat and we'll get going. I'll check in with you guys again at the end for those of you that are here with me live today. So just come take a seat and we'll get going. All right, happy Friday. So if you're here for the first time, I always like to start my classes with meditation and with a centering. So even if you are in an intermediate class like today, or if you're in a more gentle class, plenty of time in the beginning to drop in. So go ahead and touch your knees, touch your lap. Move your body so you start to find a comfortable place to be. Let's take a couple shoulder shrugs right away. So bring the shoulders up, back, and down a couple times. Just a couple shoulder rolls just to get really into those shoulders, the upper back, the neck. Good, one more time. And then holding the knees just round the back. So take a cat back, scoop the belly in, tuck the tailbone under, hold the breath out, pause there, and then take a deep inhale. And full exhale. As you inhale, rise up, float forward on the sit bones, lift the belly, lift the chest, lift the throat, lift the face. Exhale, release, round your back, tuck your tail, scoop your belly, chin to chest. And do that one more time. So it's a seated cat and cow before we come to stillness, just to work out any kinks in the spine, any discomfort, any tension that you might have here. And then sit up nice and tall, shrug the shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. Let the palms open up to the back so the hands are touching the lap. You can keep the hands and fingers soft, or you could let the thumb and the pointer finger touch if that feels comfortable in Ghia Mudra, which is just a hand mudra of continuous energy. So sitting up nice and tall, softening the face and lengthening the spine. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. As you breathe in, start to fill the lower belly with breath, the middle part of the belly and ribs, and the upper part of the heart and chest. As you exhale, relax the chest, soften the ribs, and relax the low belly. And then continue that deep breaths in and out through the nose. You can stay with this 3-part Dirga breath that we're practicing. Or you're welcome to invite in an Ujjayi breath or ocean sounding breath. That slight narrowing of the throat that creates that audible sound, that ocean wave of a sound dragging up the throat and back down the throat. As you're seated here, breathing and starting to drop into the space and into your body, begin to cultivate an intention of inviting in peace. So no matter what is happening in the world around you, externally around you, could you invite in this internal feeling, sensation of peace, of well-being, of ease? Letting the whole entire body be surrounded by that warmth of peace, by that bubble or protection of peace. Feeling it in the crown of the head, the very top of the head, letting that peace wash down the body through the face, the head, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the ribs, the arms, the hands, the belly, the hips, the low back, the tail, the leg. And another deep inhale. Full exhale as you feel that sensation of peace just rain down on your body, washing over your entire physical being, letting you slip into this state of ease and grace, knowing that it's there for you to access at any time by just taking a moment to drop in, to settle, to land, to feel your breath, to feel your body, to feel your heart. And then on your next in-breath, bring your hands together to a prayer position, Anjali Mudra. The palms can meet in front of the heart. And as you exhale, bow your head to your heart, honoring that intention of staying peaceful in a time that might not always feel so peaceful externally. Can we hold that peace in our hearts and our bodies and our minds and walk through our days with more ease, more grace, more well-being? As you breathe in, slide your hands to the ceiling, lengthen the arms. As you exhale, take your arms all the way behind your back, drop your chin and interlace your fingers. Press your fists down to the ground, squeeze the backs, the shoulders together, float the heart open, lift the collarbones and chest. Exhale, hinge here, take a forward fold, hinge at the hips. Hands could stay at the low back, or if you want a little more, go ahead and lift the arm bones away from the back. Let your arms pull you up, let your head be the last to lift. Release the hands, roll the shoulders up, back and down, press the fingertips. Lift the heart, maybe elevate the hips. Press the pelvis forward, look up. And exhale, release back down. Switch the cross of your legs, put the other leg in front, and then inhale, big sun breath again. That sweeping sun breath, arms rise. Exhale, arms release behind you, chin to chest, interlaced fingers. Press the fists down, squeeze the backs of the shoulders together, open up the chest. And one more time, hinge at the hips. Belly drops, chest drops, head drops, arms away from back, couple breaths. Good. Let the arm bones pull you up. Let the head be the last to lift. Release the hands, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Press into fingertips. Lift the heart. If you want to lift the hips, elevate the hips, pick them up. And exhale, release back down. All fours, so you come over the shins or unwind the legs at tabletop. And as you get into your table, just bring the hands a little further forward to the shoulders. Take a couple hip circles. So we're just warming up now, coming out of our meditation and centering, starting to link our breath with our movement, warm up our joints, warm up our bodies. Good. And then when the hips come to the back, reverse direction of those circles, move them the other way. When the hips come to the back, take a wide knee child's, touch the big toes, separate the knees, sink the hips, extend the arms, and drop the head. Maybe take a little rock left to right. Good. With arms extended, roll through cat. The knees underneath the hips. Keep undulating forward. Come to an up dog with knees on the ground. Lift the belly, lift the heart, lift the chest, look up. And exhale, hips, bring you back to sit towards child's. Take that a couple more times. So roll forward through cat, round your back, undulating all the way towards that relaxed upward dog with knees on the ground, heart, belly, chest, lift. Exhale, release back. And then this time you're going to bring it all the way to your belly. So roll forward onto the belly. You can keep the hands back underneath the chest, pressing into the hands. Lift the heart, lift the chest, lift the low upper belly, elbows back, shoulders down. And exhale, release to belly. Let's press it back one more time to child. And we're going to flow right through our childs to take a high kneel. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Press into your hands, roll up or lengthen up to sit on your heels, knees hip width, and then rise up to stand on the shins. Lift the hips, lift the arms. Exhale, open the arms, drop the chin, fingers down and elbows back, and then lift the heart, lift the chest, open up. Exhale, release to tabletop, all fours. Let's take a little twist here. So inhale, the left arm floats out and up. Exhale, thread it all the way through, just warming up the spine. Bring the shoulder down, the head down, be on the edge of the head rather than the side of the face. Lift the right arm. And exhale, half bind. Just a pause for a moment. So hitting all the movements of the spine, flexion, extension, rotation, eventually side bending, lateral flexion. Inhale, top arm lifts. Exhale, release. Unwind, big breath in. And exhale, let go. Last time on the other side. Inhale, right arm out and up. Exhale, thread it through. Hips even. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, fold it behind. Couple breaths to pause. Good. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, release. Press into hand, unwind, inhale, lift. And exhale, let go. Pausing here, just lift the shins, move them over to the right, set them down and look over the right shoulder. So hitting that side bend or lateral flexion, opening up the intercostal muscles, the teeny tiny muscles between the ribs, opening the waist, the hips. Bring the knees through center, set them down the other way, look over the other shoulder, hold, breathe. Good, come back through center, curl the toes under, walk the hands just a little bit further forward to the shoulders, fingers spread wide, hips rise up to dog, and then inhale, lift up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, drive the right heel down, bend the left knee, and look underneath the right armpit. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Left heel, right knee bends. Look underneath left arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both your heels drop, and then start to walk yourself forward to forward fold. As many little steps as you want to start. Eventually, we'll work on taking some bigger steps. Feet hip width. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Staying in your forward fold, take peace fingers, so make a peace sign. Glue your pointer finger and middle finger together, turn the hands to face each other. Slide those two fingers between the big toe and second toe. Hook underneath the big toe, hook the thumb inside the big toes, and then lengthen your spine, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold, elbows bend, and head drops. Couple breaths here. Good, inhale, lengthen, stretch out. This time you're gonna lift the toes a little bit and slide the hands underneath the feet, palms up. Toes come towards your wrist. Lengthen. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Exhale, deep fold, elbows bend out, head drops. And breathe. Good. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release hands out from underneath the feet. Bend the knees, drop the head, and roll your body up slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Head's the last to lift. Inhale, big sun breath. Exhale, hands come through prayer. Eyes can close. Land here. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release your arms. Step up to the top of the mat. We'll do a regular, or a variation of a sun salutation first. So big sun breath. Exhale, let's start with bent knees to swan dive. So still kind of warming up our bodies. Inhale, lengthen, bring hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale, deep fold. Step the right leg back to a lunge, and you're going to hold here. Come high on your fingertips, left knee bent above the left ankle, and then inhale, arms float high above the head. So that's your crescent lunge, or like a Kripalu warrior one. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release, swan dive to touch the ground. Step the front leg back to meet the back leg. Drop your knees. Uncurl your toes. Point your elbows back and come to your belly. Inhale to cobra. So just modifying these places in our sun salutation. And exhale, release to your belly. Press yourself up through tabletop, all the way to dog, toes under, hips lift, down dog. Inhale, float the right leg up to three-legged dog. As you exhale, step or help this leg through. So if it gets stuck halfway, you'll just kind of take a hold of it and give it a little help through. Come high on your fingertips and then lift your arms out and up. So we're back to that crescent lunge on the other side. Deep inhale. Exhale, release to swan dive. Take a big step up to the top of the mat. So soften the left knee and step the left leg up to meet the right hip width distance. Lengthen, coming onto your fingertips or up to your shins. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to prayer. Maybe close the eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release your arms. You're going to do that on the other side. So sun breath, that's the first part of a sun salutation or Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, swan dive with bent knees. Traditionally, legs would be straight. We're warming up through bent legs today. Inhale, lengthen, hands to shins. Eventually, you might just place your fingertips on the mat, stretch out. Exhale, deep fold, Utkatasana. Step your left leg back to a lunge. Come high on your fingertips, lift the heart off your thigh. And then inhale, lift your arms to frame your head, coming up to crescent lunge. Deep breath. And exhale, swan dive. You're going to do the same thing again. Step that front leg back to meet the back leg. You hover for a moment in a plank pose if you can. And then drop your knees. Uncurl your toes. Point your elbows back. Come to your belly. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, release. Press back through tabletop, all the way to dog, toes curl under, hips rise high, and lift up. Left leg floats up, three-legged dog. Left leg steps through or help it through to the top of your mat. Come on the tips of your fingers, press out through your back heel. Lift your arms, crescent lunge, holding there. Deep breath. And exhale, dive forward. Step the back leg up to meet the front leg again. Hip width distance. Inhale, stretch out, hands to shins or fingertips to the mat. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Lengthen the spine, come all the way up. And exhale through prayer. Close your eyes. Hold there, bringing in that intention of peace, breathing that into your body. And exhale, release your arms. We're going to do a traditional sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, lift, sun breath. Exhale, straight legs if you can, swan dive. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shins or fingertips touch the mat as we stretch head away from tail. Exhale, deep fold. Step the right leg back to lunge, and if you can, you're going to step the left leg straight back to plank. If that's too much, you're going to drop your knees to modify. Choice one, you could drop your knees, modified plank, or you're going to keep them lifted. Glide forward an inch or two, shoulders in front of wrist. Point your elbows back, hover, or come to belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Up dog, we're on the tops of our feet, our knees are lifted, our arms are straight. Exhale, downward dog. Let's just pause here for about 3 breaths or so. Stretch the hips away from the wrist. Spread the fingers wide. Press the hands forward as you stretch the hips back. Few breaths. Good. First time here, we're going to step up. There's also an option to bend the knees and hop if you'd rather. But for now, step the right leg up and step the left leg up. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Fingertips or hands to shins. Asana. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive with straight legs if you can. And exhale, hands through prayer. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release your arms. Let's do that one more time. Sun Salutation A, inhale, lift. Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, Swan Dive. This is a great thing to invite into a home practice. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. You could do a few of these every morning. Exhale, release. You could always modify them. Step the left leg back. Step the right leg back. Here you could be on your knees or not. Lower chaturanga or modify. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Few breaths here, just to hold. So usually you'd pause in your dog for like 3 to 5 breaths if you were doing this in a traditional way as a warm-up with these sun salutations. Good. And then again, eventually you might bend your knees and hop, but for now let's step our left leg through and step the right leg up. Inhale, lengthen one more time. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, long, straight, flat back. Exhale, hands to prayer to hold. Pause there. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release your arms. You're going to go to Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Bend the knees, bend the hips, sit into chair. So in my practice, I tend to keep my feet hip-width distance. You could also have them close. They're both correct. They're just different. So up to you. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. So we're in Utkatasana, standing squat. Take a deep breath. Exhale, swan dive. So you stretch the legs, stretch the arms, dive over the legs. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Here you would walk, step, or hop back. We're going to step back right now, right leg, left leg. Lower again, chaturanga or modify. We're doing a lot of these today, so you might want to drop the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. So for Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B, we float our right leg up. And then step or help this right leg through to hold. So when you get that right leg through, spin your back heel down. So we're going to come up to warrior one. Come on your fingertips. Pull the head away from the heel. And then inhale, lift the arms. Warrior, or I'm sorry, I said warrior two. It's warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, swan dive. Pluck the back heel up so you're in a lunge. Step back. You could take a vinyasa here, like the chaturanga, or you could skip it and come back up to dog. So if you want to flow with me, keep going. Otherwise, come to dog and wait for us there. And then you're going to come right to the other side. So now inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, the left leg steps through. The right heel spins down. And inhale, warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Normally you just stay for one breath, but we're going to hold a little longer. Deep inhale. Exhale, dive. One more vinyasa or meet us in dog. Step back. Lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now here's your rest. You'd wait in your down dog for about 3 to 5 breaths. And if this doesn't feel like a rest and you'd rather come down to child's pose or puppy, please feel free. Take a couple breaths. Good. Now before I mention there's an option to hop up. So in these sun salutations, option 1, little baby steps to forward fold. Option 2, one big step and another big step. Option 3 would be to bend the knees and hop. So let's try that together if you'd like to give it a try. So you're going to look between your hands. Bend the knees, walk, step, or hop the feet up to meet the hands. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, deep fold. Bend the knees, bend the hips, Utkatasana. And then straighten the legs, hands to prayer, close your eyes. Take a deep in breath. Hold there, full out breath. Just notice how you feel for a moment. Notice the energy circulating in the body. Notice the heat that you're building, that prana energy or life force within you. Take another deep in breath. And as you exhale, release the arms. Let's keep flowing, and now we'll just kind of add some standing poses on. So take a regular sun breath, and then swan dive your choice with straight legs or bent knees, and we'll just weave in some more postures here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Step the right leg back to low lunge. Let's hold here. So have the hands on the ground or the blocks, bend the back knee, lift the heart. So I like to bring this in a lot to our practice. Lift the hips, straighten the legs. Really nice way just to open up the hamstring and build some heat in the legs. Bend the knees, drop the hips, look up. Lift the hips, straighten the legs. Let's do that one more time. So if you usually practice with me, we'll come into some more traditional flows and linking of poses that you might be more familiar with. Bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight, come on your fingertips, and then inhale, lift the arms to crescent lunge or high lunge. Now I'm just gonna turn, so you're gonna stay, you're in your crescent lunge or high lunge. You could hold or place the palms together above your head, interlace your fingers and release the pointer, and then slice the arms to the outer edge of that left leg. That's option one. Option two, if you want, you're going to come to prayer twist, bend the elbows away from each other, place the sternum up towards the thumb, maybe look up. Good. Interlace the fingers, point down at the ground, look down. Slice the arms above the head, hold, high lunge, crescent lunge. Straighten the front knee. Open up to warrior two. Spin the back heel down, my back's going to be to you for just a moment. Widen the feet, front heel lined up with arch of back foot. Come to reverse triangle, straighten the legs, dance it back, hold that. And exhale, you'll come back to warrior two. Do that twice more. Inhale, lift and dance. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, lift and dance. Exhale, warrior two to hold. And we did a variation on Wednesday, I think, that we'll try again. Take this left hand, slide it to your imaginary back pocket, but put your back of your hand to your bum. So that's like backwards hand and pocket. And then you're gonna dive forward, lift your right arm to the ceiling, and then hook your left elbow, your bottom elbow. If you can get it inside your thigh, get it inside your thigh, and use that to kind of work the leg back. Top arm lifts to the ceiling. It's just a variation of side angle. So maybe you feel a bigger stretch in the inner thigh. I know I do, like the groin of the left side. Holding here, opening the heart, breathing, lengthening from heel to head. Good. Top arm pulls you up. Straighten the legs for a little break. Dance yourself back. Open up, arms shoulder height, toes forward, heels back. Lift the arms up. And then today, let's bring our hands behind you. Interlace your fingers, drop your chin. Press the fists down, squeeze the backs of the shoulders together, open up the heart. Hinge at the hips, either halfway to take a flat back, or all the way to a deep fold. Head eventually might even release down towards the ground, arms float away from the back, and pause. Good. From here, arm bones are going to pull you up. When you get to the top, press the fists down, squeeze the backs of the shoulders, and open the chest. Look up. Release the gaze down to the ground. Excuse me. Release the hands. Inhale, sun breath. Exhale, open the arms shoulder height. Turn your left foot back to the front. Bend your left knee back to warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Take a deep in breath. And as you exhale, cartwheel down the left arm, the right arm, pivot on the ball of the back foot, and then pressing into the right hand, lift the left arm. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release that hand. Step the left leg back to meet the right leg and pause. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, release your left knee down. From here, we're going to take a modified side plank. Spin the left toes back. Come on the inside edge of the right foot and lift the right arm. Take a moment to pause. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Flip back, so shin comes back, hand comes back. Step the front leg back to meet the back leg. Either drop the knees or keep them lifted. Take your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift onto the balls of your feet. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, look underneath the right arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both heels drop. You could either walk, step, or hop forward. I'm going to step, so I'm going to float my right leg up first. Step my right leg through. And step my left leg up to meet it. But again, walk, step, or hop. Any of those are good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse your swan dive all the way to stand. You're going to pause at the top, hands at prayer. Bring your thumbs right between your eyebrows and hold there. Land in that place of intuition or inner knowing, right at the third eye. Take a deep breath in. And exhale from the heart center to sternum, back to that intention of peace, cultivating peace, inviting that peace into your body, your mind, and your heart. Deep breath. And exhale, release your arms. Let's try the whole thing on the other side. So start with a sun breath. Hopefully your body's nice and warm. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Left leg steps back. I'm just going to line myself up on the mat. You could have your blocks or not underneath the hands. Back knee bends, heart lifts, look up. Exhale, hips lift, straighten the front leg, head to shin. Do that again, bend the knees, front knee, back knee, heart lifts, look up. Exhale, lift the hips. And then this time we just bend the front knee and keep the back leg straight. Lengthen your spine, come high on the tips of the fingers. Lift the arms to crescent lunge. So just like we did on the other side, place the hands above the head, interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Slice the arm bones across the body. And I'll move to the side so you can see. But it's that same twisted lunge that we did before. So you could hold here or place the hands to prayer and roll the sternum up towards the thumb. Maybe look up, but that's going to be a little more challenging if you'd rather look down. Good. Interlace your fingers, release your pointer, point at the ground, look down. Slice the arm bones above the head. Straighten your front knee. Open your body up to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. On an inhale, straighten the legs, dance back. Exhale, Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Again, inhale, dance back. Exhale, release. And one more time, dance it back. Exhale, release to stay. I'm going to hold facing the back to you so you can see what my arm's doing here. So I'm taking this front arm behind me. My back of the hand is to my low back, and it's like I'm going to slide my hand into that imaginary back pocket, back of hand there. And now as I go, I'm kind of rolling the left shoulder open and dropping the right elbow right inside that thigh if you can. And then lift the left arm right to the ceiling. So side angle usually above the ear, today up to the ceiling, palm facing the side. You're using that forearm to help open your inner thigh and groin. Good, straighten the front leg, dance it back, lift the ribs up off the hip points, engage your thigh muscles, hug them onto the bones, and then open up, shoulders above, or wrists above ankles, turn the toes forward, the heels back. I'm going to spin this way, so you're in a wide-legged stance, and then lift your arms up. Exhale, open the arms behind, drop the chin, interlace your fingers, press the fists down, squeeze the heart open. It's the same exact thing we did on the other side. Dive forward at the hips, hold in a flat back, or come all the way down, drop the head, let the arms reach away from your back. Catch your breath. Good. Let the arm bones pick you up. When you get to the top, press the fist down, roll the heart open, look up. Release the gaze down. Release your interlaced fingers, lift the arms. Exhale, arm shoulder height. Front foot spins back to the front. Front knee bends, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Make sure that knee is right above your ankle. Take a deep breath. And exhale, cartwheel down, right arm, left arm, pivot on the ball of the back foot. And you're in a lunge. Press into the left hand, lift the right arm, revolve your lunge. Hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the right hand. Step the right leg back to meet the left leg and hold in your plank pose. We're going to take a modified side plank. We'll get to a full side plank in a moment. Drop the right knee, spin the right shin back, come on the inner edge of the left foot, and lift the left arm. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release. The shin spins back. You come back on the ball of the foot. Step back either to plank or modified plank. Lower chaturanga or modify by dropping knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise high on the balls of your feet. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both your heels drop. From here, same thing, walk, step, or hop up. I'm going to float the left leg up. Step the left leg through. Step the right leg to meet it. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, hands to prayer. Deep breath in. Exhale, release the arms. Let's go one more time through this a little quickly, and then we'll come to rest on the mat. Do a little work on the mat, and then we'll rest. Exhale, swan dive. So we'll skip some of the holds. We're just going to move through this briskly. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Right leg steps back, low lunge. Arms lift right away, high lunge. Interlace fingers, release pointers, slice across your lap. Prayer twist, palms together, elbows move away, heart to sternum, maybe look up. Release the prayer twist, interlace fingers, point at the ground. Inhale, slice the arms up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, open up, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse your triangle. And exhale, come all the way to side angle, just regular, bend the knee, bend the elbow, forearm to thigh, arm stretches above the ear. Inhale, lengthen up, reverse your triangle. Exhale, open up, shoulder height. Toes, heels back. Inhale, lift the arms. Let's keep the arms free this time. Exhale, swan dive. And we'll keep flowing here too. So inhale, lengthen, flat back. Come on the shins or the fingertips. Exhale, deep fold. We're going to wring it out here. We're going to keep flowing. So as you breathe in this time, left arm comes out to the side. Come high on the right fingertips. Twist the body. Lift up. Look up to the top hand. And exhale, melt. Surrender. Inhale, other arm out and up. Lengthen. And exhale, deepen. So we're just moving here. Bend the knees. We keep flowing. Keep moving with our breath. Press into the hands. Lengthen your spine. Come all the way up. Inhale, sun breath. Exhale, arms open. Left foot spins forward. Left knee bends, warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down. One arm, other arm. Pivot, revolve your lunge. You're on the ball of the back foot. Lift the left arm. Exhale, release. So I promised you that full side plank. You're going to step the left leg back and hold. So option one, you drop that left knee again. Option two, you roll the full side plank. Outer edge of left foot, right foot stacks, or right foot comes in front, or right knee could bend. From here, I'm going to give you a little variation. You're going to drop the hips a little bit and drop the arm just a little bit. And then inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms, big arching curve. You can do this in the modification too. Drop the hips, drop the arm. Inhale, lift. You have one more in you. You can do it. One more time. Drop the hips a little bit. Inhale, lift up. You can do it. You can do it. Find your regular side plank. Flip to plank or modify, drop your knees. Lower chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Whew. Good job. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. And look between your hands. Walk, step, or bend your knees and hop. I'm going to hop this time. Take it up. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, thumb to third eye. So we skip this on the other side, but it's a nice transition. Breathe in here. Exhale, thumb to sternum, hold. Reconnect to your heart, to your intention, deep breath. And exhale, release. Just one more side before we come down on the mat. Inhale, sun breath. You can do it. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, stretch out. Exhale, deep fold. Left leg steps back. Go ahead, you go. Left leg back. Inhale, arms rise. Interlace fingers, release pointer, slice across your lap. Rotate to prayer twist or hold those sword arms. Release the sword arms back down again. Inhale, slice the arms above the head as you straighten the front knee and come right to warrior two. Inhale to reverse triangle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right to side angle. Elbow bends, forearm to thigh, top arm floats above the ear. Inhale, reverse triangle one more time. And open up, arms shoulder height. Toes forward, heels back. You're doing great. Big breath in, lift. Exhale, dive. And we're going to keep moving just like we did on the other side. So one breath per movement. Inhale, lengthen, stretch out. Fingertips to mat or hands to shins. Exhale, deep fold. And now we're going to twist. So right arm comes out. Come high and left fingertips. Revolve, lift. You could be touching the legs too if you'd rather. Exhale, release, or use a block. Other way. Inhale, twist, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Good job. Bend the knees. Hands to thighs. Press off thighs. Lengthen to come up. Big breath. And exhale, arms open. You're doing great. We're almost done. Turn the right foot forward. Bend the right knee. Warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Deep breath. Exhale, cartwheel. Right arm, left arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. Revolve your lunge. Press into the left hand. You could always drop the back knee to modify. Exhale, release. Here comes that side plank sequence. Step the right foot back to meet the back leg. You can modify by dropping the right knee or not. Open up to side plank. Feet stack, or left foot in front, or left leg on top. This is a really nice modification here if you get tired, okay? Take a breath. You're going to dip the hips, lower the arm if you can, and then lift the hips, lift the arm. I'm shaking like crazy. Maybe you are too. Release the hips, lower. Inhale, lift. Woo! One more time. Release, lower. Inhale, lift. You can do it. You're almost there. And then release. Big side plank hold. Maybe look up. Flip to plank. Lower chaturanga or drop your knees to modify. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath here. Good. Look between your hands. Walk, step, or bend your knees and hop up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. This time, thumb to third eye, like we've been doing. Hold there, right between the eyebrows. Maybe close the eyes. Deep breath. Exhale, thumb to heart center to sternum and pause. Closing the eyes, deep breath. And exhale, release your arms. You're doing so good. Take a sun breath. We're going to bring it down to the mat in a moment. Exhale, swan dive. So I mentioned an option for an arm balance. I'm going to give that to you here. I'm going to take you into crow pose. So from here, you're going to place your hands on the ground. So you might need to bend your knees. You're going to turn your feet out like a ballerina. Toes out, heels forward. This is how I like to teach it. There's lots of different ways. You're going to place your weight onto the hands, bend the knees like a plie. Come onto the balls of the feet. Point your elbows back and see if you can get the, you might have to walk the hands back, get the shins up onto your upper arms. And then rock the weight forward a little bit. And the first step is just to kind of feel, I'm going to turn this way, just kind of feel your shins locked up onto those upper arms. Like I feel a lot of weight and power here. So this is a good place to stop. You don't have to balance. But if you want to balance, you would pick one foot up, maybe point the toe. And you're making like a shelf with those upper arms, almost like a chaturanga. And the other foot, I'm just going to kind of slowly come onto the tip of my toe, and then if I can, lift that foot, and balance. And breathe. Good, release. Come to seated. Ooh, stretch the legs out, flex your feet, lift the arms up. How was that? Good? Stretch forward, hold the feet, the ankles or the legs, long flat back. And then exhale, a deep fold. You're doing great. That was a lot of movement. So if it feels like a lot, it was a lot. We fit many, many poses in. Really got the body moving. You did great. Good, lengthen your spine. Let's glue the legs together like one leg. Point your toes. Scooch forward a tiny bit. Bring your hands back so your fingers are facing your hips. Lay onto the palms of your hands with the legs really strong and the feet really pointed. Press into the heart. Don't do that. Press into the hands. Lift the heart and hold. That's a modified reverse plank. So you could stay there. If you want to do a full reverse plank, press into the hands, lift the hips, come on the soles of your feet if you can, or work towards that. Chin to chest or head falls back. And breathe. Deep breath. Exhale, release the hips. Flex the feet, lift the arms. One more time, forward fold, up and over. Hold the legs, the ankles, or the feet. You could have a long flat back, or you could round. But feet are flexed, legs are active, muscles hugging onto bones. Strong legs. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, bend the knees so you can get up on the sitting bones. Good, lengthen your spine. Let's bend the knees, and we're going to come to Navasana, boat pose. So I also mentioned that we do a little core work. So before we get onto our mats to start to relax, let's just do a little bit of work for our core. So come on to the tips of the toes, lengthen your spine. So this is step one, to lift the toes and hover here. So this is a great place if you're just beginning this practice to balance here. If you want a little more, you could lift the shins parallel to the ceiling. You could also release the legs. I'm shaking from that side plank still. I don't know about you guys. If you wanted to, you could straighten the legs. Hold. Bend the knees. Hold the backs of the legs. Dip the toes. Lengthen the spine. Open the knees. Grab a hold of the ankles. Long, flat back, bound angle, Baddha Konasana. And hinge forward at the hips. Hold the feet, the ankles, or whatever you can hold on to. Forearms pressed towards the calves. Long, flat back, or rounded spine. Good, lengthen to come up. Take a hold of your ankles. Float your heart up through your arm bones. Lift the chest. And exhale, release the gaze down towards your feet. Slide the hands to the shins so you can take a hold of the knees. Bring the legs together. We're going to make our way onto our mat. So go ahead and scoot your body forward. Lift your arms up. And then slowly lower, tuck the tail, scoop the belly. I'm just going to move this mic out of the way. Come all the way down. Take a big stretch. You deserve a really good rest. So send the legs long, the arms behind, stretch the belly, the ribs, the armpits. Good. And give yourself a hug. Bring the knees up to your belly. Hold the knees or the shins or wrap the arms around the legs. And take a rock. Bring your hands to your knees and circle your knees one way. Circle your knees the other way. Place your feet on the mat, knees up to the ceiling. Simple closing sequence to open our hips and take one last twist. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Figure 4. You could stay or pick the left foot up, hold the back, the left thigh, or the front of the shin. Lengthen your neck, so drop your chin a little bit, so you slide the back of the head long. Hold here. You could keep the left knee bent, or if you wanted to straighten, you could. But more about creating length in the spine and opening the outer edge of the right hip than having to really push or force yourself into anything that the body doesn't want to do right now. Just closing the eyes, starting to rest, surrender, and settle down. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, release your left foot to the ground. Open the arms to T. Cross the legs closer. Inner thighs touch. Press into the bottom foot to scoot your hips to the right so you're more on the left hip. And then bring the knees to the left. And turn your head to the right. And close your eyes. Good. Bring your knees back up through center. Press into your bottom foot to shift the hips back. Unwind your legs. Cross your left ankle over the right knee to figure 4. You could stay here or pick the right foot up and hold the back of the right thigh or the front of the shin. Lengthen your spine. Close the eyes and pause. Take another deep breath in. Full breath out. When you're ready, release that right foot to the ground. Open the arms to T. Cross the legs closer. Inner thighs touch. Press into bottom foot. Scooch the hips to the left. You're more on the right hip. Knees come to the right. Head turns to the left. And breathe here. When you're ready, bring the knees back through center. Press into the bottom foot, shift the hips back, and unwind the legs. Take a moment to move however you want before you come to Shavasana. So maybe some windshield wipering of the legs, a hug in or a stretch out, or any closing poses or postures or stretches that the body wants. Then when you're ready, send the right leg long, send the left leg long. Let the arms come alongside the body with a little bit of space at your armpit. Palms open, backs of hands touch the ground. And let your whole body start to rest. Feel your eyes fall back even further beneath your closed eyelids. Allow your face to soften. Your forehead and jaw. Your heart and chest and collarbones and ribs and belly and hips. Arms long and relaxed. Legs long and relaxed. Whole body resting, restoring, and taking in whatever you need from this practice today. And staying just as you are without needing to disturb your body or your rest. Just bring your awareness back to your breath. Begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to the fingers and the toes, the outer edges of the body. Maybe bring movement back in there. When you're ready, come to either side. Come to fetal position, bring the knees into the belly, the arms into the chest. You can just rest here for a moment. Press into the top hand, press yourself up to seated. And come into cross legs or any other variation. We'll just be here for a moment. Bring the backs of the hands to the lap, palms open, or thumb and pointer finger touch. Sit up tall. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Feel that shield or cocoon of peace again surrounding your body, protecting you, keeping you safe, allowing you to access the most amount of grace and ease and well-being as you step into this new day. The next time that you breathe in, bring your hands together to prayer position or Anjali Mudra. Let the palms meet in front of your heart and chest. And as you exhale, bow your head to yourself. Just holding here. And we'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, to seal in our practice and our intentions. Starting with a letting go breath. Take a deep inhale. Exhale a sigh. We'll begin. Deep breath in. And as your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you for being here. It's so good to see you guys. Have an awesome Friday and a great weekend. And I'll see you again real soon. If you're here with me live, I'll hang out for a little bit if you want to check in. And if you're watching this at a later date, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.